Hello and welcome to this moment as we get together to share the word of the Lord. We continue our journey. Today is Monday, always more difficult to think. But even so, the Lord gives us His word as a food for the journey. The gospel today is from Matthew, and he says that some of the scribes and Pharisees said to Jesus, "Teacher, we wish to see a sign from you." He said to them in reply, "An evil and unfaithful generation seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah the prophet. Just as Jonah was in the belly of the whale 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. At the judgment, the man of Nineveh will arise with this generation and condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah. And there is something greater than Jonah here. At the judgment, the queen of the south will arise with this generation and condemn it, because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And there is something greater than Solomon here." You know, in front of Jesus, there is one thing important that we have to do: to recognize that Jesus is God. That is exactly the failure of the Pharisees and the scribes, because they were seeking a sign for a sign. They didn't need it. What they wanted was to see something interesting happening. And Jesus calls them an evil and unfaithful generation that seeks a sign. And so, what are we today? Because many times we have people that just want to see a miracle. So, as we journey with Jesus, let us ask what we need, and with faith. Let us ask what we need, not just a sign for the sake of seeing a sign, as the scribes and Pharisees. And Jesus calls them an evil generation. And we are invited to look and to recognize the signs of times, the presence of the Lord, all the graces and blessings He bestows upon us continually. Because that is exactly for us, many times they are going to be the signs. If we open our eyes, and see. And Jesus is saying that those, like the people of Nineveh, where they are going to come and condemn that generation. Even the queen of the south will come and condemn this generation, this evil generation. Because there is something greater than Solomon there. There is something greater. They are not able to recognize Jesus as the Messiah, as God. So how about we? Today, we are invited to journey with the Lord and recognize Him as the Messiah. Not only the one that does miracles when we need or when we want, but is the one that is showing us the way, the one that is leading us in this journey, the one that is showing us the path to be followed. So I invite you today, let us take the time to think about, who is Jesus for me? Who is Jesus for you? He's not the one that is just ready to do miracles when we want to see, but must be the one that gives the meaning to our lives. So may the Lord bless you and be with you today.